What up, bro?
Man, I'm just trying to recover from this walk up to these nosebleeds, brother.
Hey, man. Hey, you had to come up here today. These championship games, bro. I'm just going to start off and tell you off top. We was cheating. We had the refs on our side, but we won. KC.
Man,
I
geez,
take that, bro. I take it
wrestle.
before you even jump on me. I take it. Hey, by any means necessary, we got to the Super Bowl game.
Bro, man, I'm telling you, man, I disagree with that. And I'm the conspiracy theorist. You supposed to let me do all that conspiracy
I'm
theory.
just telling, man, them refs, bro. Some of them calls was,
No way.
bro. They
No
let that
way.
one call. That one call.
No way.
The play was over. It was already, we got the kicking team on the field and everything, and all of a sudden they talk about, no, the play was blown dead. What?
Nah, bro. I completely I'm gonna tell you, this might have
Whoa.
been the best two officiated games I've seen all year. And
Oh,
and
damn.
and I'm not a fan of the refs. I think that sometimes things do look scripted. We've had this conversation. I watched both of them games from start to finish, and I personally didn't see one questionable call, even down to the final call.
Was you watching the game?
I watched both games and took notes.
Oh, wow, bro. For
Which
real?
which play do you feel like was questionable?
Man, it was all kind of questionable ass calls.
Nah.
Um, um,
The
shit.
intentional grounding call on Burrow was
Oh, that was a
intentional
great call.
grounding.
That was a great call. I wouldn't have called
Hell
that, but it
yeah.
was a great call. I'm
I
not talking
mean,
about that
even
one.
if you go with the last call, that was a dumbass fucking play. Now, I know he's just trying to knock the quarterback out of bounds. He's 2 steps out of bounds. He's off the white when he push him. That's
Man,
that's
look,
unsportsmanlike conduct.
I gotta
I mean,
regather my takes today because I just knew you was gonna agree with me. Like you said, you the conspiracy theory, and you
I
on the
damn
opposite side. What the fuck happened, man? I thought we was finna agree on some shit.
bro, I don't know, man. It don't never work out that way.
This crap. Hey, the nosebleeds, it go down. You don't know what the fuck you gonna
You
get up
don't
here.
never know what's gonna happen. But bro, I can't agree with you. Now look, I ain't mad at you because shit, it's always a conspiracy.
Man, I'm
But
telling you, the refs
I
was
didn't see
blowing.
it today.
It was a home call, right? They got about 5 home calls that normally go against my teams. And today, I usually be mad and shit, but I'm sitting there like, if the refs didn't call them calls that they was calling, Kansas City would have lost. Period, point blank.
Call what cause? I'm waiting on you to tell me which causes.
I gave you one right there, the one when it was 3rd and 5, 3rd and 9, and they threw the ball like 5 yards.
The intentional grounding call.
No. Back it up a little bit. The one when it was 3rd and 9 Kansas City, he threw it 5 yards and he sacked him, but then the kicker team went on, and the receiving team came off, and then the referee came over and said the play never happened. Put 10 seconds back on the clock and all that. That was a horrible ass call.
I
The play
mean,
was already over, G.
but the foul took place.
It
I
wasn't
mean,
no
again,
foul. No, it wasn't no foul. The ref said that he was blowing the whistle and nobody heard
right. You could see the motherfucker clearly blowing the whistle.
it.
Like,
Okay. All right.
I mean,
All
again,
right.
I'm
All
with
right.
you.
Hold
Listen,
up. I'm gonna give you that one. All right, we'll take that
I
one. We'll
love the
take that.
conspiracy, but if the whistle was in his mouth,
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
all right, let's
He
take
was
that
doing
one.
something with that
All
motherfucker.
right, so it did. All
Maybe
right,
the
let's
nigga
go
like
back.
to eat whistles. I don't know, bro.
Man, come on, man. Like I said, I was assuming we was going to agree because, like you said, you missed the note, man, and all that. How the hell?
Man,
Oh,
I'm
damn.
waiting on the refs to do some foul shit so I can so I can bring it up to the
I thought
nosebleeds
this
to
was the
chop it up.
one. I thought this was the one. I'm happy because, like I said, I like Mahomes. Remember, I told you a couple weeks back, I said I think Burrow might be the best quarterback in the league. He didn't really, the Bengals didn't, they didn't do enough to win this
All
game.
right, I was just going to say, let me rewind. I was completely wrong about the defenses from Cincinnati and Kansas City. I felt like this was going to be a
Man, it was
37-34
cold out
game.
there too, though, bro.
That's what I called it 37-34. I felt like it was going to be a shootout. It was anything but a shootout.
Right.
I think that play, that the catch that Chase made on that fourth and whatever it
Oh, I thought
was
that was
just
the game.
freaking amazing. Yeah, I thought that was the game. To take on the double team and make that type of catch in that type of situation was just, was tough. I think the running game showed up a lot more for Kansas City that I thought it would. And Cincinnati's running game didn't show up enough, in my opinion.
It was
You know,
actually even to me. Neither one of them. I guess at the end of the game, old boy
I,
did get loose a little bit.
hey, I agree with you, but I agree. But it shouldn't have been even with Mixon as the running
Right.
back and
Yeah,
Pacheco,
but you
the
know
running back for Kansas City.
that defensive line for KC came to ball today.
They came to ball.
They came to
Chandler
ball.
Jones, Chandler Jones with 2 sacks. I mean, again, I didn't see the pass rush getting the Burrow, but I knew they line was suspect. G, I've been telling you that all year.
Hey, but you know, I'm gonna hit you with this one. You always taught me about this one. The bend but don't break. The line was balling, but them back rookies, they was just bending but not breaking. They
At
was there
all.
all night,
At
and
all.
I
That
I
interception
can
that they
appreciate
got
that.
was fucking huge.
Oh, that was
Like,
huge.
I mean, again, he tipped it, then the other rookie got the interception. Like, Kansas City D came to play in a way that I didn't see. Now, I anticipated, listen, when we was talking about this, we both picked the same two teams 4 weeks ago.
Right.
We both said that it was gonna be Kansas City and Philly.
We
And
said
again,
that.
not trying to like toot the horns, go back and look at
No,
the
bro,
episodes.
we watch these games.
Yeah, go
We
back
ain't
and look
doing
at the
this.
episodes
We
if
ain't
you
just starting
disagree with us.
nosebleeds because we just all of a sudden became fly by night fans, bro. We
No,
watch all sports.
yeah,
if
and
it's co-
and
if it's competition involved, me and you is involved. I guarantee.
yeah, bro. And then if you talk about the how well you know the defense played for Kansas City, but then I'm thinking about how well their skill players play. They don't even have Pacheco is like a second thought. Like they're not supposed to have a running game, and he broke a couple of big runs in this game that I didn't see him running.
Hey,
You know,
hey, and they was down to they was down to 3 receivers,
I was just going to say
but
that.
they did a great job on Kelsey, but Scantling they let him loose.
I
That one
mean,
touchdown Mahomes threw to
Van
him
Der
over
Scally,
his head.
who didn't do shit in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? He comes to same thing with Juju Smith Schuster. Ain't do shit in Pittsburgh. But they came to Kansas City and, found new life for their careers. And so, you know, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. They headed to the Super Bowl.
But here go what I want to talk about though. What was off with because you've been watching more Cincinnati games than I have. Remember, I said that all season. I haven't really watched them. What was off with them today? Because they didn't look today like they looked last week against
Gee,
Buffalo.
this is what Cincinnati does. They play close games. They grind it out. They've learned how to survive without an offensive line. Usually, their
Oh,
defense does something to pick
makes
it
sense.
up. Like I said, early in the year, they have great wide receivers. Most motherfuckers only have one A1 wide receiver. They got three
I was
A1
getting ready to
wide
say, you know
receivers.
what really hurt them was when old boy went out. They third when he went out with that leg injury. Boy,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
when he went
mean,
out, it slowed him down.
And then they use their tight end a lot today. Usually they work their tight end in a little bit more. I forget his name, but you didn't see him today, and maybe it was because they needed him to stay in and block. Because
Yeah, you
that.
saw him on 3rd and 16 when I thought they was getting ready to get the ball back. Yeah, you saw that motherfucker. I forgot his name, but I know what you're talking about. But
Yeah,
that was a
but
good
like,
game. That was a good game though.
man, oh no, it was a great football game, man. When you start talking about the legacies, I just felt like at the end of the day, Burrow went in Arrowhead and beat Kansas City last year. I just didn't see Mahomes letting it happen. And then you saw it on that last play. He been limping on that fucking ankle all day.
All
He
day.
hauled ass
Hey,
to
look,
get
he
that
got that
team out.
fast too, didn't he? I thought he wasn't gonna
Man, he
make
got
it.
that. He ran fast to the motherfucker.
That's why dude was mad. He was like, "You been playing pocket pool all day. Now you gonna take off and run for 5 yards? Go sit your punk ass down. That's why he pushed you down."
that,
Ugh.
that push was it because I watched it.
Oh, he was out of
That
bounds.
kick
2 steps,
cleared about 8-9 yards, right?
right?
That extra 5 yards, he wouldn't have made it, even
You
if
don't
he had
think?
kicked it from 55. Because it would have been end up being a 55-yard kick if he don't
Right.
make that that
That
that
dumbass
penalty.
decision. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so that extra 5, 6, 7 yards was definitely it. And like I said, you got to give props to Kansas City, their offense, and more importantly, you got to give a shout out to Chandler Jones and that KC defense. They played a game that I didn't think they were capable of playing, and they headed to the Super Bowl
I mean,
because of it.
you said Andy Reid was one of the better coaches, and he showed that today. It was a lot of if you know sports, you know it was some coaching. It was some X's and O's going on in that game. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, especially when you get down a couple of receivers, then you got to change. You got to hold in certain guys,
you
to
can't throw it to
pass block.
Kelsey.
That's what I'm saying. Because now
Hey,
you need
I
them to
wanted to
block.
tell you, I got to bring this up though. I have meant to tell you because I know you've seen it. The pick and roll again for the touchdown.
Yeah, bro.
They
That
use the
again,
basketball on the football field.
it that's what I'm saying about your man Andy Reid, man. And look, think about this. If Andy Reid wins the Super Bowl with Kansas City, he's going to be the winningest coach in both Philadelphia and Kansas City teams' history.
Wow. Hey, ooh, that's a first off, what you just brought up, I didn't even think about that. Andy Reid going against his old team.
Andy Reid going against his old team, the team that
Ooh,
cast him off for no fucking
that's
reason.
my point. And he didn't revive this. You know, this was their fifth AFC Championship game in a row. They didn't
Look,
win
man,
all of them, but
man,
this their third time going to the Super
I
Bowl
did not
out of
know it
them
was their
five.
fifth in a row. That's crazy in itself.
Third time going to the Super Bowl. They won one, lost one, lost last year
Cincinnati.
to Cincinnati. I'm talking about AFC Championship game on it, but I was talking about the Super Bowl. This they third time going to the Super Bowl in 5 years. 5 AFC championships since Mahomes been there.
I mean, again, you got to give him credit, man. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. And then Andy Reid getting a chance to get back in Philly, but even though Philly won one without him in 18, after they sent him off to Kansas City, so like Philly got a lot to be happy about. Let's talk about that. What do you think about that Niners Philly game?
Man, hey, I told you last week Purdy wasn't gonna be able to deal with that Philly hate, and the fans was one thing, but that line, the boy that, and I know what Philly was. I mean, San Francisco was thinking about. They was thinking they can't put George Kittle over there to block because we need him to throw the ball to. But they should have put Kittle over there to block him because old boy
Yeah,
was killing their ass. I'm talking about the one who hurt Purdy's shoulder. He
yeah.
was just pushing people off the line like
I
move.
mean, at the end of the day, you know, again, bro, and I don't like, I ain't trying to be right because a lot of times in sports you just wrong because you guessing. But like since week 6, I've been saying Philly was gonna win it all, and like even though I was enamored by some of the moves that the Niners made, especially bringing in McCaffrey, and it paid off early when he tied that game up with that 20-yard run to tie the game 7-7. I still felt that Philly has been the best team in the NFL all year, and that they would prevail. But the Niners were tough.
Niners got a bad rap this year. Don't count them out though, because that's a squad. They just need their quarterback to last the whole year. Because they was down to their fourth string quarterback. When dude went out and they brought Purdy back in, I knew it was game. I
I
felt
mean,
kind of
for
felt
Josh,
sorry for them
wait a
because
minute,
they
for
didn't get a chance
it
to play
was
the game that they wanted to play.
yeah, right, because it really is the fifth quarterback, right? Because your fourth quarterback gets hurt,
And
and
you got to
now
bring this hurt dude back
you
in. They
got to
can't
bring
even
the
throw the
hurt
ball.
dude
Can't even
back
feel the
in,
ball.
and he
Yeah, I
still
agree with
couldn't throw the ball. And
you.
like,
All he was throwing was little dump downs because they was handing the
yeah,
ball off. Well, nothing he could do.
it says something to these teams. Like most NFL teams keep three quarterbacks. Then you got a guy on the practice squad, but man, I tell you this year, if nothing else, San Francisco has shown you might need an extra fucking quarterback. It is just the wear and tear on those guys, even with all of the calls that they get their way, and even with the baby in the quarterback. It's just you touching the ball every down. 11 players are coming after you every down. It's something about playing quarterback in the NFL. Those
And
guys earn their money.
it's like what you just said. If nothing else, we learned you can't do nothing without a quarterback because the defense was there. They could have kept the game close, but when the quarterback was out, it was just like they just took all the air out of.
You can't the
Quarterback.
Yak brothers can't get no yak if they can't get no
I'm
catches,
talking
right?
about none, right? Because the one dude came in, he was trying, and he got hit by the same dude, knocked him out. Oh, that was Sue that hit him, knocked him out. He gone, and it was like, oh, that's a wrap.
I mean,
So
you got IU, Debo, you got Kittles, but if you can't get them the ball, to me, McCaffrey might have been the best
no,
running
bro.
back in
Did
the
you see
game.
that throw that he did? You talking about when they put that quarterback when he put it back quarterback? He
Yeah,
threw that one pass. I said, "Oh, I see why they didn't do it." Hey, but you know what? San Francisco go be. I can tell you now. San Francisco go be back at that game next year because that team is loaded. They ready.
they loaded, man. But again, the NFL, man, injuries and all that.
Every year is different.
You got to give the Eagles credit, man. Samuels, we talk about McCaffrey, but Samuels ran the ball. He ran it hard.
Man, he
And
was giving
remember,
it his all and couldn't do nothing because they ain't had no
yeah.
quarterback, like you said.
No, I'm talking about Samuels for not Debo Samuels. I'm talking
Oh,
about what is it, Asante Samuels, the running back for Philadelphia. He ran hard. He played hard.
well, when
And
Asante used to play defense, didn't he? Oh,
well, I don't know the nigga first name, but the running back for
the
Philadelphia, his
Eagles.
last name is Samuels.
The Eagles was balling though. Like you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Even though the other team went out at first, it was getting ready to be a game. You saw it. It was like, ugh. It was two championship teams first and
All
everything.
the
They
way
was
to
going
the
at it.
whole first half.
Yeah. No, when old boy hurt his shoulder, it was over. Yeah, it was close to the end of the first half. Yeah, but um, Philly, they poised themselves and they look good. I actually expect them to win this whole thing. But one thing that I want to see is if Kansas City can turn it into a air show like you thought it was going to be today. Cincinnati against Kansas City, ball going all over. I want to see if Philly can keep up with that style of play because Philly want to slow it down and run that. We go take 8 minutes off the clock shit. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you, bro. The one thing that I did not expect is for Jalen Hurts to look shook, and and that 49ers defense had him looking shook.
Did you see him
There's
get hit? You see when he got hit that one time?
Man,
He
come on,
couldn't even
stop playing.
celebrate when he got up. He got up like,
Look,
but
this is what I'm
he
saying.
stayed in there though. He stayed in there. Hey man,
Now he stayed in there, but again, the best defense in the NFL was the best defense. And I mean, they gave up 31 points at the end of the day, but it wasn't a 31-point game. You know what I'm saying? Like they played tough football for maybe 2.5 quarters. And after that 2.5 quarters, the impact of the game kind of wore on them.
okay, well looking forward then. We got KC and Philly, man. What you think? Who you got?
Oh, bro. Um,
Give me a score too. Give me your prediction.
yeah, I mean, again, I think that Kansas City is going to be tough to beat. I think Andy Reid going to have a vendetta against Philly. I think that he'll have his guys ready. But I think at the end of the day, you know, 2 weeks ain't enough to heal a high ankle sprain. And and Mahomes being 80%, 90% against that Philly defense, it just ain't gonna be enough. And I've been calling this since week 6. So I gotta stick with it. I think the Philadelphia Eagles have been the best football team all season. And I think they go ahead and win the Super Bowl. And I think you asking me for a score, I'm going to give you a score 24-17. 24 to
Okay.
17, the Eagles win. What you
Uh,
think?
I'm thinking I'm thinking Eagles myself. I want, like I told you, I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. So, but I do want Jalen Hurts to go on and get him one MVP so they can get off my boy because they didn't want to give him none. No props, no nothing. But I actually think Eagles go win something more along the lines of 27-17, 10 to 14 points. Only reason I say that is because Eagles defense is top notch. And if Mahomes is playing on that one leg, that shit ain't gonna work. What you did against Cincinnati against the Eagles, and if they don't turn it into a shootout, Philly is gonna just run the clock and just go keep scoring points. So I don't know though, because you know how that go. Because Super Bowls, they come out with all the little wrinkles. It's stuff you ain't seen all season, and we ain't gonna be
Yeah, I
prepared.
mean they got 2 weeks to prepare. We're gonna have
Let's
Rihanna at the halftime. You know what I'm saying?
prepare.
Motherfuckers gonna be distracted. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
but give me a game plan then. Give me something that can slow the Eagles down because I don't see it. They run, pass, they do it all. They got enough.
Listen, if I'll put it like this, I'll put it to you like this: the Niners laid the blueprint down today. If you
Which
can,
was
if you can keep Brown within the boundaries, don't give him up no deep passes. You know, They got a great Goddard is a great tight end. You know, you keep him blocking and not out in the field, you know, in the middle of the field causing havoc. You know, Smith, you know, made a big catch in this game. You got to make Smith make the big catches and not let it be Brown. And, you know, if they can do that, Kansas City can hang in that game. You know, I'm not going to count Mahomes out.
Me neither.
I think those wide receivers will be healed by then. When it comes to coaching, I'm giving a check to Kansas City. You know,
Okay.
Andy Reid is going to have his team way more prepared than Philly. But I just think Philly got the dogs. You know, they got Hurts, they got the defense, you know, and Dominic and Sue. I mean, I think Philly is going to be, you know, the Super Bowl champions.
Just piggybacking off what you just said about San Francisco giving the blueprint, they kept Jalen Hurts in the pocket. They didn't let him get out like that, and that's what when, like you said, before the quarterback got hurt, that's what kept the game close. Because every time Jalen Hurts went to take a step forward, they collapsed it. So they got a blueprint. You're right about that. So I
Now
agree.
they put the blueprint out there. They try to you gotta keep him from running, keep him in the pocket, and if you can do that, maybe just maybe, you know, KC can win it. But like I said, my pick right now is 24-17 Eagles.
Okay,
And
well,
the fuck ass Philly fans get
oh,
another fucking Super
do they
Bowl.
travel well? Probably
Uh,
not.
no, man. Philly fans don't do shit but complain.
They selfish.
Complain and talk shit. Raggediest motherfucking fans you gonna ever find.
Hey man, come on, man. Give me your shout out this week, man.
Man, again, I'm finna go wide right on you, but
Okay.
my shout out is to the family of Tyree Nichols. You know, that bullshit that jumped off him in Memphis, man, to see five niggas, you know, whooping on that man like that, man, just for they kicks. You know what I'm saying? That shit's so fucking foul, and you know what I'm saying? It just it's disappointing to me. You know, when I have young brothers tell me they want to be police officers, I just tell them, man, if that's what you're gonna do, you know, be the best police officer you could be, do the right thing, and to see these motherfuckers who supposed to be the ones who patrolling our neighborhood doing way worse than what any white man would ever have done. I ain't gonna say way worse because, you know,
See,
there's a lot of shit that we ain't seen, but
the part that I try to tell people off what you saying with the right is the police is a gang. So black, white, blue, or green, they all every time you say something to the police, all they say, we bleed blue, we bleed blue. That's a gang. And so when black against black and they looking at it like that, it's still the police on that bullshit. Who's policing the police? Because even now, all five of them motherfuckers did that shit. They got the police union lawyers that's gonna take on that case. That's some bullshit. Because the motherfuckers all need to be fucked up and in jail. But the problem is nobody's policing the police. And so they just run around like a gang feeling like they got power to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They on that old
yeah,
bullshit.
I
So
mean,
I agree with you on that.
a lot of communities they have those citizens like commissions that view, you know,
They don't
police.
hold no power to do nothing to them punk motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, but they need to. We got to do something because like
You do.
this shit is horrible. It's horrible to a whole nother degree, and I know white folks like it wasn't one of us. It was
But
y'all
see,
doing
that's
it
my
to
point. But
yourself.
see, and you say that, that's what I'm trying to. Everybody keep fucking up with the whole white, black. That's a gang. It doesn't matter if they black or white. It's the same. They pull you over. You try. I ain't did nothing. They just yanking your ass about the car. Why do
I
you wait on me
mean,
to put my
man,
guards down for you to
he
fuck
didn't
me
even
up?
get a chance to say
Why
nothing,
do you
bro.
wait on me to put my guards down before you go to fucking me up?
Yeah,
Fuck
man,
me up with my guards up so we can fight. But you don't want
that
to do that. You
that shit
put your
was
guards down, put your
bullshit.
hands up, and man, don't get me
And
mad.
then, bro, they was taking turns firing on that man,
Just dumb
all that
shit.
shit was just
Yeah, pussy
that
ass
shit was
nigga shit.
that shit was foul and it was faggoty, and I can't say that,
Hey
but
man, ain't nobody tripping on you, man. Let me give my shout out, man, to the San Francisco fans, man. Hey,
San Francisco fans.
I gotta give them a shout out, man. They team was balling, man. Hey, that was just the luck of the draw, man. NFL, y'all got hurt. Y'all'll be back next year, man. So keep y'all head up, man. Y'all team came to play, but with no quarterback, ain't nothing you can do. So That's
Man,
my child that way.
Uncle Joey is a season ticket holder. So
Hey man,
yeah, I
hey,
think
that's why I
he'll
say
be
that's
happy
why
to
you
hear
need
that.
that shout out because I know they in their feelings right now.
I want everybody to look out for the nosebleeds on IG. The nosebleeds at nosebleeds sports talk on IG. If you got any questions, anything you want to hit us up with, feel free to do that.